Alright, hello everybody. Welcome to a Friday night live stream. Sorry for having to delay this one, but so far so good. Seems like my Steam is working again. For those of you guys who don't know, I've been having some issues with this computer. Still having some issues, but the important thing is that Steam is working, so yay for that. So we are continuing on with how to date a magical girl. I almost said how to train a magical girl. So far it is just a cute, typical game of, you know, a character who is going to a school to learn to be a magical girl themselves. And so far we've met, it looks like we've got 5 girls here. I've met 2 of them. Can't remember what their names are, so I will be reminded. But, you know, the beginning of the game says, like, contains disturbing, you know, material, but haven't come across it yet, so just kind of waiting on that. But yeah, so we finished the first week of school, and we're gonna just go ahead and, you know, continue where we left off. And of course, for those of you guys who missed the first part of it, if you haven't seen it already, you can all, of course, check my live stream playlist and see the first part of this. So let's check here. Yeah, there we go. So we're at the 23rd right now. And let's see where the girls are going to be. The 2 girls, Hikari and Yui. Cutie Star tip of the day. Using potions will help increase affection, money, or the alchemy ingredients you find. Alright. So yeah, we had a couple things open up so I can work a part-time job. I've met 2 of the girls. I imagine this week we will meet more of the girls. The school hallways are abuzz with chatter this morning. A huge group of girls are crowded in the main corridor, blocking my way to class. I can hardly even hear myself think with all the high-pitched squeals in the air. I start to think maybe something bad has happened. Is someone injured? Ooh. I begin to push through the swarm of students in an attempt to find the source of the commotion. The crowd gets thicker and thicker as I progress down the hallway. The one thing about this game that I'm just like, kind of stinks is it has no voice acting at all. I've prepared accordingly. I have some water and make sure to stay hydrated, but I have been told that this is like a, you know, it's more of like an independent game, so it makes sense, like a lower budget game, but it still looks quite pretty. But yeah, just a little bit of a workout for the throat. The senseless squeals have dissolved into hushed whispers, but I can make out some of the words. I can't believe she's here. She's so beautiful. Oh, here we go. Another girl. I wonder what classes she's taking. The fear I had about this whole situation disappears when I realize the center of attention is just one girl standing in the middle of the crowd. A tall brunette in the same academy uniform as everyone else. Her class badge reveals her to be a 3rd year, a senior in her final year. Oh, there we go. So do we get with the attractive, older, popular girl? Miyu Himura. I stumble forward into the vacant area the students are surrounding. The 3rd year girl turns to look at me. Can I help you? Her words ring out and immediately silence the crowd. You pushed through the crowd just to see me, didn't you? Have we met before or something? No, I don't think so. You don't seem like the rest of my admirers. Something's different about you. Well, if you want to sign your book, you'll have to wait until graduation, just like everyone else. Why would I want your signature? The crowd gasps. A good 10 seconds pass in complete silence. A tumbleweed passes. There we go, we just gotta play it cool. We just act like she ain't hot shit, and then she'll be like, wait a minute, who's this person? Who doesn't seem to care about who I am? You don't know who I am? I could ask you the same question. To my surprise, the girls giggle. Her stoic expression is broken down into a beautiful laugh, even if for a moment. My name is Miyu. It's nice to meet you. Yeah, nice to meet you. I'm Rose. What I appreciate about this game is you can play as a boy or a girl. I kind of think the idea is funny of, like, if I were to play a boy and be, like, the only magical boy in the school of magical girls. Tell me, Rose, what made you approach me like this? Well, there were heaps of people gathered around. I couldn't even get through to my class. I actually thought something bad had gone down. I imagine bad things will be happening at some point. Something bad? I assure you, there's nothing to be worried about. My fans get overzealous from time to time, and gatherings like this aren't unheard of. I take a glance at the crowd. A few dozen pairs of angry eyes are laser-focused on me. I feel the heated glares burning a hole in my forehead. Should I get with her just to piss everybody else off? Don't mind them. I think they're just jealous. You're the only one with the courage to speak to me. Is that so? This girl, Miyu, she's extraordinarily beautiful, not to mention calm and composed. But I can't help but feel she's a little condescending. Just why is she so famous anyway? She reminds me of Miyuki. Is that her name? Miyuki from You and Me and Her. Like the very popular, like, brunette. Why are you so famous anyway? I wouldn't say I'm famous, just incredibly admired. There's that feeling of condensation. Wait. Condensation is something else. Condensation. I think I said that wrong too. Condensation. Maybe these girls are, you know, sweating a little bit, but I don't think that's the word I'm thinking of. To answer you truthfully, I'm currently the #1 student here at the Academy. My grades are the highest in history, in every subject. In addition, my extracurricular activities include class presidency, volunteer work, cross-academy liaison, charity fundraisers, high society function planning, international representation for the Union of Magical Girls. I feel myself dozing off as Miyu continues. And last but not least, I also conduct the Academy's orchestra. Oh, she's done. That's quite a lot you have on your plate. It's nothing. Oh, did I mention I'm also on record as one of the youngest magical girls to ever awaken to her powers? Well, you've mentioned it now. Rose, I would love to hear about some of your achievements. Judging by your badge, you've only just joined the Academy as a first year, but I'm sure you have some noteworthy skills or accomplishments you can share. That feels a little condescending, not condensation. Think, Rose, there has to be something remarkable I can boast about. Well, my magical power involves freezing time, or something like that. Miyu's brow furrows. Freezing time? Oh, and I just scored a part-time job at a convenience store. How's that for an exciting extracurricular activity? I can tell Miyu is still pondering my time-freezing magic revelation. Come to think of it, her reaction's pretty similar to Miss Yoshida's back in practical magic class. Well, of course I have to be special, I'm the main character, right? Rose, I should like to speak with you more in the near future, perhaps away from prying eyes and eager ears. A crowd of girls around us shuffle uncomfortably. Sure, sounds good to me. I'm glad. Until then. Here you go, you just gotta play it cool. Without any hesitation, Miyu walks away. The group of girls surrounding us splits in two, with half following Miyu and half continuing to gossip about the morning's events. Now that there's a break in the crowd, I manage to get to my classroom without any more delays. As I enter the room, I notice Satomi has already started teaching. I quickly hurry to my seat between Hikari and Yui. Hikari gives me a slap on the back of the head for being late. I deserve that. She whispers to me in an angry yet hushed tone. Where have you been? Sorry, I got caught up. I decide against telling her about meeting Miyu. For some reason, I feel like telling her I'm late to class because I met a beautiful girl is a bad idea. Maybe if I don't pick Hikari, maybe she'll go like yandere on me. Maybe that's part of like the disturbing stuff. That would be awesome. If a dating game has not done that, where it's just like, you know, the whole childhood friend that you think is all sweet ends up just going crazy on you if you don't pick her. I'm sure that's come up in a game before. Is there something you're not telling me? No, seriously, it's all good. Hikari mumbles quietly to herself. Don't lie to me. I'm sorry to interrupt, but if you two could keep your discussion until after class, I would really appreciate it. Me being a degenerate and being like, it's too bad Satomi is not one of the romanceable. I know she's the teacher, and I know, like, I've said how many times that makes me uncomfortable, the idea of, like, a teacher-student thing, but, like, she's so cute. I just love that she's, like, this cool, fun, young teacher, but she's also, like, a total dork. Hikari blushes in embarrassment. She nods her head in apology to Miss Otsuka. I get my books out and start trying to write some notes as Miss Otsuka speaks. It isn't long before a scrap of paper gets passed to me. On it is Hikari's scribbled handwriting. Yui baked some sweets over the weekend and brought them to share, but you were late to class, so I ate them all. I frown and crumple up the note. Hikari pouts and lets out a just quiet enough so the teacher doesn't hear her. At the end of class, Satomi tells us to close our books. I do so and let out a yawn. Before you all go, there's one more thing I'd like to say. Your time at the Academy should be devoted to more than just studying. It's very important to make friends along the way. The bonds you form in your prime years will go on to strengthen over your entire lifetime. Don't miss out on the opportunity to form the most important relationships in your life. At the same time, it is important to bear in mind not all of your relationships will work out. Some of you will travel the world after graduation. Such is the life of a magical girl in this day and age. You can't always know if you'll ever see your friends again. Form relationships, but don't get too attached to any one person. No one can predict what the future has in store. Ooh, what if, like, maybe some of the girls will, like, get killed off or something? That would be really crazy, too, if, like, it's a dating game that turns into, you know, like, maybe, like, a murder mystery or something, where it's just, like, the girls are dying, depending on, like, who I choose to, or maybe, like, if their fates are set in stone, maybe I could, like, waste all time on one girl, and then she gets killed, and then, I don't know, I'm just spitballing. I think I'm writing kind of like a dating sim that I would like to make, if one hasn't been made like that already. I love the idea of, like, a story changing genres. Like, that's my shit. I love that. Like, I think that's why I like these kind of darker stuff, where it's like Higurashi or thing, you know, it starts off all cutesy, and then it just veers into a completely different direction, and kind of, like, I don't know, breaks the fourth wall a little bit. Miss Otsuka's ominous words don't sit well with me. Why would she tell us to form relationships, but not to get too attached? It doesn't make sense. That's just called high school friendships. You know, some stay, some don't. I glance at Hikari. She's still got the same scowl she had at the start of class. Although we fight sometimes, I know we'll always be friends. Time or distance can never separate us. There is no point worrying about Miss Otsuka's. They're putting a lot of stock into this. Maybe Hikari will turn on us. Who knows? And I've got more friends than Hikari. Shin's a good pal, and I recently met Yui. And then there's that girl, Miyu, from this morning. I wonder if she and I will go on to be great friends. The school bell rings and interrupts my thoughts. Time to head out. I think I predicted, or I hypothesized in the last episode. There's another, like, third year, and she kind of, like, can help you out with stuff if you have questions. But she kind of, I don't know, she gives me bad vibes. I feel like if things were to go down, she might be behind it. Like, maybe she's an evil magical girl, like a witch. At the school gates, I wait around for a while. How's that for a Madoka thing? It's just like she's a magical girl who turns into a witch. She's, like, secretly super dark. I wait around for a while to see if Hikari and Yui will show up. I'm surprised to see none other than Miyu approach. At first, I hardly recognized her without a throng of students surrounding her. Hello again. Hello, Miyu. Miyu almost looks shy, nervous even. It's a stark contrast to the holier-than-thou aura she had earlier in the day. Sorry we didn't get much of a chance to talk this morning. I wanted to catch you before you left for the day. You wanted to catch me? Yes, I wanted to apologize. For what? I think I gave off a false impression of myself. To tell you the honest truth, I'm not as perfect as everyone thinks I am. Yeah, she's giving me Miyuki vibes. Well, your fans seem to think you're pretty damn great. They think the world of me, but I'm just a sham. A pained expression crosses her face. Is this really the same girl I met this morning? Before I can even say anything to her, Hikari comes bounding up to me. Rose, there you are. I've been looking everywhere for you. Really, Hikari? I always wait by the gate. You should have looked here first. Oops, teehee. Oh, who's your new friend? Hello, I'm Miyu Himura. Are you a friend of Rose's? Hikari's jaw drops. Even if she didn't recognize Miyu at a glance, she seems to have recognized her name immediately. You? You're the Miyu? Oh my gosh. Miyu, this is my good friend Hikari. It's a pleasure, Hikari. She knows my name. Hello, everyone. Oh, what a big group. Who's the new face? Another friend of Rose's? Could it be you're as popular as me? I doubt that. Miyu, this is Yui. Yui, this is Miyu. Hello. Nice to meet you. I think it seems like she appreciates it when she's not, like, they just treat her like a normal person. Yui, don't you know who this is? It's Miyu Himura. She's the most famous magical girl at the whole academy. Ah, yes, I thought so. Yui bows slightly to Miyu. She doesn't seem starstruck in the slightest, unlike Hikari, who's drooling like a child. Anyway, Rose, I should get going. Maybe we'll run into each other again. Sure. Sorry about my weird friends. Don't worry about it. I have my own weird friend I should probably go and find. Farewell, everyone. Miyu takes her leave and Hikari confronts me. The dazed look on her face has been replaced by one of sheer fury. Why didn't you tell me you are dating Miyu Himura? Dating? What planet are you on? Don't try and hide it from me, Rose. There were fireworks flying between the two of you. Fireworks? You're dreaming, girl. I only met Miyu this morning. Ah, fine, but I want you to know I don't even care if you date her. She's perfect in every way, so do what you want. Well, we'll see. With that, Kaori storms away in a huff. We still have now 2 more girls to meet, right? I'm not dating Miyu. Oh, I know that. I know when you're telling the truth. Like, girl, we just met last week. Like, you don't act like you know me. Good. I wish Hikari would believe me. Don't fret about Hikari. She always comes around, doesn't she? Yeah, she does. Thanks, Yui. My pleasure. Well, I'm going to head home. Have a nice night, Rose. Thanks. See you tomorrow. Alright, let's speed. Okay, so now I can work the part-time job, right? And I could hang out with Hikari. I only have 2%. 2% affection with her, so... There is the convenience store, so I could make some money. I could also... Have I finished my book? I don't think so. Alright, let's go hang out with Hikari for a bit. So we'll just hang out. I hang out with Hikari and we try to figure out who can hold their breath the longest. I think Hikari has bigger lungs than me because it doesn't take me long to pass out on the floor. Okay, let's see if we can... So let's go to the convenience store, make some money. And there's Shin, aka, like I've been calling him, he's basically like knockoff Ryuji from Persona 5. Yo, I can't believe my best buds come to see me. Are you working today? Nah? Cool. Had this bigwig dude in a suit come in earlier trying to get me to sign up to his music streaming site. I was like, yo, no, you know? I'm already subscribed to like 5 different music streaming sites. I don't need another subscription. Alright, let's work. If I spend time working here, I can earn some money. Okay. I grab an apron and put it on, then head behind the checkout to start work. Time goes by slowly. Oh, do I actually have to do stuff? Hello, I'm looking at this pack of sushi you have. Do you have any without sushi? Wait, okay. Oh, what a customer thing to say. You would like a pack of sushi without any sushi in it. Yes, please. Do you have that? Let me check out back. Thank you. I go out to the storeroom. After pretending to check for the customer's request, I return to the counter. I'm trying to think of the stupidest thing, because I've definitely, like, put my time in retail, and I'm trying to think, what is the dumbest thing I've ever had a customer say? I can't think of anything off the bat. If anyone in chat has ever worked retail, if you can think of, like, I love to hear dumb, like, customer stories. Like, if anybody has, like, good stories, leave them in the chat. Sorry, we're fresh out. I see. Thank you anyway. I definitely did enough of those things where, like, I would, yeah, I will go check in the back for you, and then I would just basically, like, at one point I worked at a grocery store in the kitchen, and I would just basically just go in the back freezer and just, like, literally chill out for a bit. It's just basically like a nice little break. The rest of my shift passes without any excitement. Because my expertise attribute is poor, I didn't earn much money. Oh yes, that's right. I have to raise my expertise and then I'll make more money. So, oh, $7. 700 yen. $7. That's... Oof. That is rough. Alright, Cecilia says to focus on one girl at a time. Yeah, books on expertise if I'm gonna be reading. There is one more book I have to, like, I started one, I think it was a practical magic one. I think I'm almost on that one, so I'll finish that one and then I'll get like an expertise one. Alright, let's check the schedule here. They're unavailable. Okay, excellent. Well, I'm hoping we meet all the girls soon, and that way I can kind of like... I will eventually... I'm not going to play the girls too much, but I do at least want to hang out with each one a little bit and kind of like get a feel for them, and then I can make my decision of who I like. Good morning, Rose. Oh, it's Miyu again. Hello. Sorry I can't stop to talk. I need to get to my first class and set up the room before the teacher arrives. Okay, well, have fun. See you. It's like, does she even have time for dating? She's got so much on her plate. Miyu heads down the hallway. I decide to go straight towards my own class. Alright, this one is history. Good morning, students. Are you all ready for another thrilling magical history class? Half the class cheers and the other half let out a groan. Today's lesson will be rather interesting. We will look back at the origins of the first magical girl. The precise date of the origin of magic hasn't been found, but we know for certain that it dates back thousands of years. The story goes like so. A teenage girl on the cusp of womanhood left her village in search of a better life. She stumbled upon a garden full of flowers and animals. It was a wondrous place rich with life and vibrant with color. As she explored the garden, she came to realize it was the very place told of in legend at her village, a place that had long since been forbidden. But the girl could not imagine why such a lovely garden would be forbidden, so she stayed and she explored. The girl came across the biggest tree in the garden. Its trunk spiraled into the sky and its branches bore magnificent translucent fruit. She climbed the tree and took some fruit from the branches. The shimmering blue fruit shone like crystal in the sunlight. Without hesitation, she bit into the fruit's flesh. Despite its beauty, the fruit tasted terrible. It was sour, and the seeds within reeked with the stench of death. Perhaps because of her hunger, the girl continued to eat the disgusting fruit. She climbed down from the tree and, to no surprise, began to feel ill. Somehow she stumbled back to her village. Her parents had been worried sick about her. The girl told them where she had been and described the fruit she had eaten. Though she was scolded for entering the Forbidden Garden, her parents were simply glad to see her home safe. However, the girl fell into a deep sleep. She did not wake for 40 nights. I was taking notes last time. Maybe I should make sure to take notes in case there's like quizzes or something that maybe will like raise my expertise level or like my history level depending on which class I'm in. With each passing night came feverish nightmares. She broke out into a sweat and clawed at her bed until her fingers bled night after night. When she finally awoke, she found that her home was empty. She ventured outside to witness her village turn to ash. Horror and despair overwhelmed her, and she found only her own house was still standing. After unsuccessfully searching for survivors, the girl left her village. She returned to the Forbidden Garden and found the tree that bore fruit had also been reduced to ash. Upon seeing this, memories of her nightmares began to stir within her. The screams in her head returned, and the images of flames and smoke overwhelmed her senses. Immediately, she understood. Had she not been asleep for so long, she had been in a trance and had raised her own village with hellfire born from her own blood. Well, there we go. We're getting into some dark stuff here. Alright, let's, I'm just getting some stuff in the comments here. Really Storm says, in terms of like retail work, I've had people scream at me, pants thrown at my head, had to chase down people running with handfuls of baby items that they were trying to steal. Interesting. Well, thankfully I've never had people throw stuff at me. Definitely a lot of theft. I'm really trying to think of like, I've definitely had some more funny, I've had a couple of like jerk customers, but like nothing off the top of my head. I do remember one time like working at a grocery store as a cashier. This wasn't something that happened to me. This happened when I like at least 10 years ago. This would not fly today. But a guy ran out with a bunch of stuff and one of the managers chased him outside and literally knocked him out. Like, I'm pretty sure he knocked him unconscious, like, outside of the store and came back with the stuff, and I don't know what happened after that. Like, if that happened now, that would be all over social media, the manager would be fired. Like, I don't agree with what he did. Like, he could have killed the guy. But, like, that was a pretty wild thing that happened. Her nightmares were actions carried out by her unconscious self. The horror wrought upon her village was performed by her own hands. Racked with guilt and despair, the girl left the Forbidden Garden once more. She journeyed across the land for an unknown period of time. There are no records of the years she spent on her own. Historians believe she one day came across the city that is now modern-day Rome. There, she somehow managed to lead a peaceful life. Perhaps she learned to control the fires burning with her blood. I do like that they kind of, like, weave magical girls into, like, actual history. She married and bore no less than 8 children during her lifetime, 7 girls and 1 boy. All 7 of the girls went on to become somewhat famous magical girls. It seems the magic within their mother's blood was not diluted when it was passed on to them. The 8th child, the only boy, did not show any signs of magical power. He was struck blind by an accident on his 15th birthday, and he was reportedly rendered deaf by an explosion caused by his older sisters when he was 20. Damn! Boys get kind of screwed over in this world, don't they? The girls get all the fun. According to one source, the boy took a vow of silence from that point on. No further records of his later life have been uncovered. So there you have it, the complete history of the world's first known magical girl. Scholars believe the story is at least 90% accurate. Of course, we learn more about the ancient world every day, so the story may evolve with time. However, the story is part of the reason why institutes like our academy exist. We aim to train magical girls to control their powers and prevent accidents such as burned down villages. Well, that just about wraps up this class. I'll see you next time. Okay, I didn't write any notes. Hopefully I will remember that stuff. At the school gate, I can see none other than Miyu chatting to Hikari and Yui. Ever since meeting her yesterday, Miyu seems to be popping up everywhere. I'm surprised I never ran into her during the first week of school. I bet the crystal fruit that was in the Forbidden Garden tasted really sweet. Hikari, she gets on my case about not paying attention. I don't think that's right. Miss Arcane said it was sour and reeked of death. Oh. Yui's correct. The fruit in the legend was beautiful on the outside and foul on the inside. The same can be said of many people. Well, I still like to believe it was sweet. If it tasted bad, I wouldn't have taken more than one bite. Yo, Rose, how did you like today's class? It was cool. Now I know how magical girls first got their powers. Who would have thought magic came from a blueberry? It wasn't a blueberry. The fruit was large and shone like crystal. Don't mind Rose, Miyu. Rose dozes off in class more than often than not. Oh, whatever. Like, you got the answer right. Psh. Is that so? That's a poor attitude to have. Maybe I should quiz you, just to make sure you've been paying attention. Oh, okay. Well, here we go. We'll see if I remember stuff. Okay. Since when did these three become such good chums? Are they allying against me? Okay, here we go. It was 7 girls, 1 boy. Right? No less than 8 children, they said. That's correct. Well done. So she likes me to be smart. Well, anyway, I've got things to do. I'll see you all later. Rose, feel free to come talk to me whenever you like. Farewell. Man, she took a liking to me. Well, I guess everybody did. I'm just a magnetic person. So you're good friends with Miyu now, huh? Yeah, she's so nice. I'm not even nervous about talking to her now. She was happy to talk to us about the class we had today. She said when she first learned about the origins of magical girls, she was shocked. Apparently, she could really relate to the way the girl discovered her powers. Is that right? Want to walk home with me? No, I'm good. She is gonna murder me. I just keep blowing her off. I'll get going too. Bye. Alright, Miyu's now available to spend time with. Alright, sweet. I'm intrigued by Miyu. I don't usually go for, like, the, super popular girls. But, I mean, if anything, I'll hang out at least once and get to kind of know her a little bit. So, the park. Okay, so what we'll do is I will... Except the park's not available yet. What I'll do is I'll go to the convenience store. Oh, shit. What did I do there? We'll talk to Shin for a little bit. Oh man, some customer's cat's gone missing in the store. I can't find it, but I can hear it hissing at people when they open the fridges. It's freaking me out, dude. It's like some devil cat from hell. I want to go home. I feel like having a cat in the store would be something I would actually enjoy. Okay, I do have some money. So we have onigiri, sushi, sweet potato, a lollipop. That would definitely be, cotton candy and lollipops. That would definitely be, Hikari's taste. A wine. That's very expensive. Alright, we won't get anything for now. Okay, so I'll work. I heard my whole $7. Alright, getting a beer. You look a little young. Do you have ID? Yes. Great, can I see it? Yes. I left it somewhere. Do you want to go get it? I can't sell you this without ID. Okay, I'll go get my ID. Can you hold the beer here for me? Sure, no problem. The customer leaves. They never come back. Oh gosh, yep. I remember working at customer service at a grocery store where I had to deal with, like, cigarettes, and the amount of people who did that exact same thing. Okay, so maybe the park will open up. Maybe? Maybe? Park is not available yet. So we will finish that book. Oh no! I did finish it! Shit, I should have... Darn it, I can't really do anything then, can I? I guess I could always just... Oh, I can't go. Right, well, I guess I'll just go back to the convenience store and make more money. I am gonna be very excited when things open up a bit. No! I literally... Shit. I can't do anything. Okay, well that's a bust. Bummer. Alright, definitely go get myself a book. Okay, well at least... okay, so Miyu unavailable. Kaori and Yui, I can hang out with them today. So the big goal about this is to have a girlfriend by New Year's. And considering that we're in April, this will take a while. Unless there's like a big time skip. After alchemy class finishes for the day, I hang around in the lab with Hikari and Yui. I can't get my head around how this potion's supposed to work. Do you want some help? I think I've got this one figured out. Oh, that'd be kind of you. Is it okay if we stay here during lunch and work on it? Sure, let's do that. Rose, do you want to stay here with us? No way, I'm not skipping lunch to study alchemy. I gotta eat. Ugh, go on then. I mean, I appreciate that my person is just like, I got my own life. I don't want to be stuck to these girls all the time. Maybe I'll meet a new girl. We'll see. Normally we all eat lunch together on the rooftop, but since I'm on my own today, I might go eat somewhere else. When I walk through the hallway, I catch a glimpse of the courtyard outside. It seems nice and warm, and as much as I hate being outdoors, I can't help but think it would be enjoyable to sit among the cherry blossoms and eat. Well, that decides it. Today, Rose is braving the unknown and eating lunch in the courtyard. I am totally gonna meet a girl. When I get outside, I hear the faintest meow of a cat. Could it be? Did someone bring their pet to school? I decided to ignore it and start looking for a place to sit. The big cherry blossom tree in the center of the courtyard looks lovely. I might sit in the shade. As I walk over, I hear the cat meowing again. Where on earth is that coming from? I poke my head around the side of the tree and see the cat in question. More importantly, I spot a cute young girl playing with the cat. Here we go. Okay. And she's an animal lover, maybe Kaori. And, maybe a little shy. This might be the one. We'll see. The blonde girl's smiling as she tickles the cat. She seems to be in a world of her own. She looks far too young to be a student at this academy. Oh no. Too young looking? I thought you had to graduate high school before coming here. Still, she's wearing the academy uniform, so there could be no doubt. Ooh, she studies here. I wonder if she's some sort of child prodigy. Maybe she's smarter than Miyu. The cat purrs as the girl rubs its tummy. I even hear her giggle a little, a sweet, angelic melody that fills me with joy. I seem to have forgotten what I'm doing and realize I'm standing and staring like a creep. I try to step back, but I stumble over something and trip. Although I manage to catch myself before falling, my clumsiness has scared the cat away. It shrieks and bolts out of the courtyard. The blonde girl looks startled, and she turns in my direction. Oh mon dieu, you flipping idiot! You scared away the cat. Well, shit, okay. Are you French? I mean, her last name was what, Bonnet? I definitely wasn't expecting this cute young girl to call me an idiot with such disdain in her voice. Unbelievable. What are you doing here? Were you perving on me? Okay, this is definitely not the type of personality I was expecting from this girl, but it's kind of intrigued me. No, of course not. I heard a cat, so you thought you'd come over and scare it away? How annoying. Okay, time for me to break out my grade 11 French here. Espèce d'abruti. I gotta brush up on my French. Well, don't just stand there. Apologize to me. Alright, she's the tsundere. Okay, I'm sorry. I can't hear you. I said I'm sorry. I didn't mean to scare the cat away. I should teach you a lesson or two about respect. Hang on a second. I don't think you should be speaking to me like this. I'm your elder, you know. You're way too young to be treating me this way. I swear the girl's eyes flash red with rage. She looks at the badge on my vest and takes in the fact I'm a first-year student. Okay, and that's the thing to be a tsundere as well, is just like they tend to be like the younger looking ones and they get like real aggro about that people think they're younger. You're a first year? Ha! Ça c'est drôle. That's funny. Well, we'll see if I can try and translate this French. Look at my badge. Look closely. I'm a second year. That means I'm your senior. I may look young, but I'm older than you, so you'll show me some respect. I'm gobsmacked. How the hell is this brat older than me? Sorry, I honestly thought you were younger. You just look so cute and innocent playing with that cat. The girl's face blushes bright red. Cute? Shut up. Who asked you anyway? I mean, even if you think I'm cute, you're still a creep. My bad. Look, I'll just get out of your way. Sorry for troubling you. Wait. I didn't say I want you to leave, did I? Idiot. You can stay if you really want. Wow, she is really a tsundere. I'm not sure if I want to stay. You've been nothing but mean to me. I'm sorry. Please stay. I'll be nice. I shouldn't have said those mean things. You're an idiot if you thought I was really being mean to you. There you go again. I can't help it. You have this face that just makes you look stupid. Right, see, I like the fact that my character's like, oh, I'm not standing for this disrespect. Acting the way someone should be around a tsundere, which is just like, just gray rock them and be like, no, I'm not dealing with this. I turn and begin to walk away. As I walk off, I feel a tug at my sleeve. I turn back. Please don't go. I want to be friends with you. Really? Yes, yes, please. Okay, we can be friends on one condition. What's that? You can't call me an idiot anymore. Fine, but it will be difficult. Just do your best. What is your name anyway? I'm Kaori, and I already know that you're Rose. How did you know that? Few people are talking about you. Apparently your magic power is almost non-existent. Yep, that sounds like me. Well, maybe you'll learn a few things if you hang out with me. Okay, that sounds good. I'd appreciate the help. Good. Anyway, I have to go find that cat you scared away. Honestly, you've caused me so much trouble today. I'll see you later. Okay, bye. Typical main character syndrome. Everybody is drawn to me for some reason, even though, like, I guess there was something kind of special about me. Apparently I have a magical power that is quite rare. I'm not really sure what just happened. Did I make a friend or a new and powerful foe? Regardless, Kaori's a complete handful. I'll have to keep on guard around her. I decide it's time to eat my lunch, just as the school bell rings, signaling the start of the next class. Great, guess I'll go hungry today. The usual crowd is gathered to wait for me at the school gate. However, there's one new face in the mix. Could you have kept us waiting any longer? Honestly, what are you good for? Kaori's right. We've been waiting here for ages. Where have you been? I grabbed something to eat because I missed lunch today. You ate without me? Betrayed. Honestly, do you even think before you act? Rose, sorry everyone's so hostile. I'm used to it. Oh, Miu's here too. Hello. Somehow I've managed to amass a group of female friends without even trying, but I never expected having my own harem would be so exhausting. Hikari, did you know Kaori before today? Nope, we met her just now. She said she was waiting for you too. I think we instantly bonded over that. Sheesh, you act like you're best friends. It's because we're united against idiots. Hey, you promised you wouldn't call me an idiot anymore. I didn't. I was talking about idiots in general. You. Just say it. I don't want you now. This seems like this might drag out for a while. I'm going elsewhere. See you. We say goodbye to Miu. Yui leaves shortly after, and that's just me and my two bullies left standing. Oh, Kaori, where do you live? We could walk home together. Oh, that's sweet of you, but I live in the dorms here. Oh, really? Just like Yui, then. Is that so? I've never seen her around there. Weird. I'll keep a lookout and say hello if I see her. So she's not mean to everybody, just me. And yes, I mentioned that about the difference between the sprites and the CG. I get it. It is like a lower budget thing, but they do feel kind of unfinished. Like, it's a cute art style, but like it does feel like it's kind of like a drawing that's maybe like 60% done. Yeah, I'm really glad we met today. Me too. It's nice having a friend that isn't a complete waste of space. Was that directed at me? No, of course not. I heave a sigh and I think the girls feel bad for me, at least for a second. Well, I should go home. Mom tends to worry if I stay out late. Rose, will you walk home with me? Nope. Sorry, I've got things to take care of. Okay. Hikari wanders away. You. Kaori points a finger at me violently. What did I do now? When you have free time, you will come and talk to me. No excuses. I don't want to always be by myself. She seems needy. Don't object, but don't expect me to wait around for you every single day. I'm not lonely, you know. I'm getting very mixed signals from Kaori. Fine, I'll come and see you, just sometimes. Good, I hang out at the department store on some nights, but for now, I'm going home. Goodbye. She spins around and hurriedly walks off. I let out a sigh of relief. I'm glad that encounter's over. I let out a yawn and realize I'm more exhausted than I thought. Maybe I should just head home and hit the hay early tonight. Being friends with Kaori is probably going to continue to drain my energy. Alright. Ah, no, I want to go get a book. For once, today's classes seemed to pass by in a blur. I even managed to eat lunch peacefully with Hikari and Yui. If every day was like this one, I think I could easily get used to a nice and peaceful school life. When I left my afternoon class, I overhear a few of the girls in the corridor having a grand old chat. He bought me this amazing pair of boots. He's so thoughtful. I'm so jealous of you. I wish I had a boyfriend that bought me nice things. Don't worry, I'm sure you'll get a boyfriend one day. Oh, looks like the department store is going to open up for me. It's not fair. I've had my eye on a few expensive items on sale at the department store, but I need someone to buy them for me. Girls seem to really swoon when a guy buys them gifts. It gives me an idea. Maybe I could check out this department store and see if there's any gifts my friends would like. But I'd have to choose carefully. I know Hikari likes cute and fun stuff. The other girls, however, I have no clue about. I mean, I think I can extrapolate. Yui's so secretive and quiet. I mean, she likes horror, right? Miyu's a little Miss Perfect, and Kaori is, well, I'm pretty sure she's a dominatrix in her spare time. I should keep it in mind that since the girls all have different tastes, I should only give specific gifts to each girl. Okay, come on, game. You're acting like this is my first time playing a dating sim. Like, don't worry. Well, when I have time, I should visit the department store. If I pick a nice gift for someone, maybe I can convince them to be my girlfriend. It's like bribery, but socially acceptable. Alright, yay, something else has opened up. Okay, we are definitely going to go to the library. Talk to Atheron. You're such a good listener. I'm terribly sorry to harp on about my past. I'm sure you haven't figured out. You figured it out. My wife was killed in the line of duty. That's why I had to leave the Navy. But then there's just this random guy. But I will continue to honor her always. I seek to educate the youth of this academy so more students may attain the heights of knowledge my wife once reached. This golden star pin on my lapel was her reward for her commitment to studying. I keep it with me always. Hopefully I can inspire more magical girls to reach their full potential and live the life my wife would have loved. Alright, we'll return a book. And we want one on expertise. Alright, and now we will go somewhere else. Actually, can I check? There's the inventory, status. Options, window, skip log, save. I guess I probably should save just to be on the safe side. I'll just I'll zip around. So nobody's here. This is the girl here, Marceline. I'm like, I have thoughts about her. We'll chat with her and see what she will say this time. You want to chat with me? Okay, I'm not really sure what you can offer in terms of conversation since you're a newbie. To be honest, I only volunteer to help the first year students because I have too much knowledge to keep to myself. But you wouldn't know what that's like, would you? Oh, she's... Okay, she said that before. Let's spend some time with Miyu. I haven't hung out with her yet. I hang out with Miyu and the conversation turns to classic literature. I have nothing to say on the matter, and Miyu simply shakes her head. Okay, well even though I was a dum-dum, I'm glad that, you know, it wasn't a total waste. So let's see. Okay, Kaori is at the department store. So we will go and visit her and also check it out. So let's see what we have here. Probably expensive stuff. Joy, can I help you with something? If you're not purchasing anything, can you please move aside? Sorry, that was rude of me. I just don't have time to chat. Sorry. Ooh, ooh, yes. Ooh, oh, well, these are quite expensive. Wow, 14. Lovely dress, pretty shoes, an air rifle. Damn. Amulet, lucky clover, ancient tome. Mysterious orb? It's funny, like, I thought it'd be pretty obvious, like, who would like what, but now I'm not so sure. Like, I feel like maybe Miyu would like this because it's a book. An air rifle that fires gummy bears. Like, there's not really any girls that are, like, super feminine that I can think of right now that they would like, you know, like, the dress and the shoes and the gloves, so it's a little bit more, not quite as obvious as I thought it was going to be honest. But I'm going to try not to use, like, a walkthrough, because I kind of like figuring things out for myself, but if you guys, you know, I'm always free to, like, get tips from you guys about stuff. So let's spend some time with Kaori. Alright. I could see Kaori liking the gun for some reason, like the airsoft gun. I don't know why. Maybe because she's like, she's a little violent seeming. Alright, I hang out with Kaori and we discuss our ideal holiday. Oh, okay, apparently Kaori likes fancy things. Alright, I wouldn't have assumed that. I don't know why. I guess she seems more kind of rough and tumble to me. Like a little bit more of like a tomboy. Alright, Kaori gets overexcited at the thought of a vacation and wanders off to look at travel brochures without thinking. See, this is why it's good to hang out with them, because you learn more about their tastes rather than just like take them at face value and just pigeonhole them into like specific tropes. Alright, another blissful day of easy classes and no drama. We still have the one girl that we have to meet, too. Life is good until... Ooh, what's this? Excuse me, what do you think you're doing? Don't you dare zone out when I'm talking to you. Kaori's right, Rose. You should pay attention when people are talking to you. Ah, geez, now even Miyu's berating me. Sorry, Kaori, what were you saying? Enfant stupide, what I put up with. Stupid child. As I was saying, we should all get together over the weekend, and Yui suggested we can hang out at her favorite cafe. Just like we did last weekend. Do you remember, Rose? Oh yeah, when I paid for everything? Oh yes, I remember. I got left with a bill and started to think of shady ways I could pay it off, like selling my unused organs. Yep, I remember. It'll be fun. I'm definitely going to get the parfait again. Parfait? Might be too sweet for me. I will likely just order the caviar. Okay, well, Miyu seems like she would like fancy things too. Miyu, it's not that kind of place. I see. Then I will examine the menu when we arrive. Then it's settled. Let's all meet at Cafe Shiba tomorrow, bright and early. And you? Don't you dare pull some weird trick like, oh no, I forgot my wallet. I won't be paying for your pitiful meal. Yes, master. You two are so funny. Well, let's all meet tomorrow. See you then. Okay, so, I believe... Okay, so Yui's in the library. And I can't hang out with the other girls right now. Oh man, it just makes me like really want to just keep working if I want to buy those girls that fancy stuff. Oh, it's so expensive. I will go to the library and I will hang out with you. I like Yui. Like, she's kind of quiet, but like, she doesn't pick on me, which is nice. So we'll spend some time with her. Alright, so people are saying that I will learn more about them on actual dates, so I have to get their affection up a little bit more before I can go on a proper date, and then learn more about them so that I can kind of figure out what they want. But then I don't want to dedicate myself too much to the girls until I have one picked out. Ugh, stressful, stressful. I hang out with Yui and realize I'm absolutely bursting to use the bathroom. Yui frowns as I frantically hop up and down and try to keep it in. So I basically will have to go for like, hang out with them like 10 times before I can even go out on one date with them. So we're definitely going to read the book on the expertise so that I can get my expertise up, and that way and I can make more money so I can buy them gifts. Right, the sound of a text message wakes me from my peaceful slumber. Yo, what's up? You down to hang out today? Good old Shin. As much as I'd love to hang out, I'll have to tell him I already have plans today. Hey, maybe we can invite him and he can hang out with all the girls. I can be like his wing girl. Which is funny because I'm trying to date them too, so I'm like, that would not be beneficial to me. Actually, maybe I can invite him along. It might be good to have some backup when facing Kaori. I message him back and ask if he'd like to meet us at the cafe. Hell yeah, that sounds dope. I finally get to meet these cuties you've been hanging out with. I'll see you there. With that organized, I decide to get going. Judging by the excited chatter, it would seem the girls are already here. I find their table and stride on over. Good morning, Rose. We've been waiting for you. But don't worry, we didn't order anything yet. Come sit next to me. I slide into the chair between Hikari and Miyu. Good morning. Here, let me move my purse so you have more room. Oh, thanks. Nice to see you. Where's my hello? Alright, okay, so she's a little fancy girl. Alright. Got that kind of French look, right? Hello, Kaori, how are you? I'm fine, but I'm getting hungry. Oh yeah, by the way, I invited my friend Shin to join us. I hope that's okay with everyone. You invited Shin? Yeah, Hikari's already met him, but I'll introduce the rest of you. Hikari doesn't seem too happy about it. friend of Rose. I wonder what he's like. My expectations are low. Alright, people are also saying I should get love potions as well. Okay. So the love potions, can I buy the love potions or do I make them? Do I earn them? I'm sure he'll be nice enough. As if on cue, Shin comes waltzing into the cafe. He spots me sitting in a nest of girls, and his face immediately turns red. His bold swagger turns into an awkward shuffle as he proceeds towards our table. Like, come on guys, look at this and tell me this is not basically Ryuji. Like, the red shirt, the, like, checkerboard belt buckle. Come on, like... Hello, I'm Shin. Yo. Let me introduce you to everyone. This is Yui, Miyu, and Kaori. And of course, you know Hikari. Hello everyone, nice to meet you. Charmed. Good morning. I expect very little and yet I find myself still disappointed by your appearance. Take a seat, dude. Yeah, cool. Shin sits down in the only available seat, right next to Kaori, the devil herself. It's a bold move, and I say a quick prayer for his safety. An awkward silence fills the air. Thankfully, the tension's broken when the waitress comes around. Hello, may I take your order? We all place our orders, and the waitress skips away happily. The silence picks up right where it left off. Finally. Rose's friend, can you please not breathe so loud? It's irritating. Whoa, sorry about that. I'll try to be quiet. Shin looks at me with a defeated expression, then he turns to Hikari. Hey Hikari, how've things been? I haven't seen you for a while. Things are okay, you know. How are you? Yeah, I'm good. I got a job at the convenience store. A job, huh? Do you like it? Nah, but what can you do? It pays the bills. Yeah. Awkward silence version 2.0 commences. Then... Enough of this nonsense. Shin, is it? Yes. Tell me, are you in training to become a magical boy? Oh, no, I'm not. I don't have a magic bone in my body. I see. Well, are you a fan of magical girls? Yes, very much so. In fact, I already know who you are, Miyu. You do? Yeah, you're kind of famous. You're such a prodigy that even I've heard of you. I'm flattered, thank you. What is it like? I mean, studying magic. Is it fun? It's interesting, that's for sure. I don't think I have a knack for it like Miyu, but... That's not true, Yui. You're really good at alchemy. I suppose so. Alchemy, huh? That's pretty cool. Okay, here's the love potions. Can you make love potions? Love potions? Yui's cheeks turn crimson. She seems to ponder the question for a while. I probably could if I tried. Whoa, that's awesome. Well, if you ever need someone to test a love potion on... Yui turns away in complete embarrassment, and Shin just grins in his trademark stupid way. Before long, the waitress brings our order around. Everyone's ordered a lot of food, and I begin to sweat at the thought of paying for it all. I'll have to make sure no one has the chance to leave before they've each paid their own bill. We all begin to dig in. C'est très bien! The food's delicious! Whoa, you speak French? Just then, you said something that sounded French. It sounded like, c'est trombone. Ugh, yes, I speak a little French. My father's French, you see. Oh really? I had no idea. I thought you were born here in Japan. Well, I was, of course. That's why my Japanese est magnifique. That's so cool. Man, I'd really like to learn to speak French. Well, I'm not going to teach you. Find some other sucker to waste their time on you. I just can't get over how different Kaori is from, like, my initial impression of her. I thought she was just gonna be, like, you know, maybe a little antisocial, likes animals more, which is maybe partially true, but, like, a little bit more cute and sweet and shy and innocent, and she is the exact opposite. Kaori, why are you so mean to Shin? I'm not mean, she treats me the same way in case you hadn't noticed. Yeah, I had noticed. Why is that, Kaori? You're so nice to the rest of us. Ugh, what is this, an interrogation? Look, I'm sorry, okay? I don't have the patience for stupid people. Hey, I'm not stupid, you know. You should be nicer, Kaori. I definitely wasn't expecting Hikari to stick up for us, but I'm glad she did. Kaori seems to calm down a bit. Time for our tragic backstory of why she hates stupid people so much. Okay, I'm sorry, Shin. I'm sorry, Rose. I'll try really hard to be nicer to you both. Here we go. Tears well up in Kaori's eyes. I'm in complete shock. She's like, an idiot killed my father. So ever since then, I've always hated idiots, you know? So please don't give up on me. Please be my friends. I've never seen this girl so vulnerable, so sincere. The side of her I didn't think that could ever exist. Hey, it's okay. Don't cry. You didn't hurt my feelings. I apologize if I came off a bit more stupid than I actually am. Kaori lets out a slight giggle, and she wipes her eyes. Thank you, Shin. She looks toward me, her tear-streaked face with a slight smile. I can't help but think there's more to this girl than I initially thought. No harm done, Kaori. I'll still be your friend. Thank you, Rose. There, isn't that better? I hope everyone feels more comfortable now. Yep, I sure do. Who wants some of this apple Danish? Feel free to dig in. Shin's got plenty to go around. The girls all laugh, and I can't help but feel whatever spell of nervous tension we were under has finally been broken. I don't know why everyone was so tense. I want to chalk it up to Kaori's sour attitude, but there has to be more to it than that. Even Hikari was cold to Shin when he first came by, and those two have known each other for years. I introduced them and always thought they were friends. Well, regardless, everyone seems to be having a good time now. The rest of the day passes pleasantly. We all say goodbye at the cafe, and thankfully, everyone pays for their own meal. Shin and I remain outside the cafe to chat a while longer. Yo dude, thanks for introducing me to everyone today. It was a bumpy start, but I had a good time. Don't mention it. I think I've made more friends than I can handle, though. It seems that way. Kiori's a handful, but Miyu and Yui are both really nice. You don't seem to get along with Hikari anymore. What's the deal? Hikari? Yeah, we don't talk like we used to. We've been pretty distant for a while. I know she's one of your best friends and all, but we just don't see eye to eye anymore. Okay, well, I want to know more about that. I see. I mean, sometimes that happens with people, you know, they just grow apart, but it feels like there's something that went down between them. I do try to be friendly with her, but she rarely wants to say a word to me. It's okay, I'm not blaming either of you, but if something's gone down between you two, I'd like to know about it. Ah, it's nothing like that. People just change, you know? Yeah, I guess so. Don't sweat it. Anyway, I've got a shift coming up. Catch you later. Shin goes his own way, so I decide to call it a day and get some rest. Still waiting on that last girl. The rain's coming down pretty heavily today. Since it's Sunday, I don't feel bad about staying inside on such a horrible day. Maybe I'll sleep in until tonight. Oh, okay. Let's see. Is there anybody I can hang out with? Whoops. I always check the calendar instead of the schedule. Okay, Yui's at the department store, Kaori is at the park, and Cafe Shube, which I don't think either of those are open. No, not yet. So I think I will read my book. Rainy days are meant for reading anyway. I don't know why, but I have a feeling with the last girl, she's gonna be like, I see her more as like, because we're trying to think, we go by the stereotypes. You've got the smart one, you've got kind of like the shy nerd, you've got the childhood friend, you've got the tsundere. So like, I don't know, I see the last girl as like, she's gonna be like an athlete or something. I don't know why I get that impression, but that's my guess. Because we haven't really come across that trope yet. Good morning, Rose. Did you enjoy the rest of your weekend? Yeah, it was good. Thanks for asking. How's yours? Acceptable. I caught up on my studies and practiced violin. Violin, huh? That sounds pretty cool. Indeed. Do you play any instruments? Oh yes, I still have, like, you can do the, clubs, right? Those are going to open up soon, I imagine. Well, no. I see. I feel like my skill set pales in comparison to yours, Miyu. That kind of thing doesn't matter to me. Really? However, I have a lot of respect for people that study hard. Good grades are very important to me. Good grades, huh? In fact, if I were ever to date anyone, they would have to rival me in terms of academic effort. I wouldn't accept anyone that didn't excel in their studies and perform well on exams. Well, I mean, I kind of got that feeling. Interesting. I'll keep that in mind. Very well. Anyway, enjoy your classes today. Study hard. I don't know, I feel like right now I'm kind of leaning towards Miyu, which is surprising to me. I don't usually tend to go for the, like, smart girls, like the studious ones. I don't know why, nothing against them, but we'll spend some time with her. This is the thing where I'm like, do I just kind of like, Because I have, like, there's some girls where my affection is higher. I could go on a date quicker with them, but... Oh, nice. So I hung out with her and then I just fell asleep and she just left. Great hangout. But I also am intrigued by Kaori, not gonna lie, because she is that typical, like, oh, maybe she has a hard time making friends with people or something happened to her, and so she's, like, desperate for friends, but she pushes them away at the same time, so we'll spend time with her as well. Alright, we gossip about the other students at school. Kaori seems to think the other first-year students are all too rebellious for their age. Well, the problem is it seems like all the stuff that she likes or that she'll like as gifts are quite expensive, so there's that too. Oh, the rooftop. Are we able to go to the rooftop? Oh, Cutie Star sees all. That's creepy. Maybe this girl will be part of like this whole Cutie Star thing. Maybe she's gonna be the thing that's like the dark, disturbing stuff about this. Because I haven't really been paying attention to the cutie stuff, but then I'm just like, that's a little ominous. Yui's stifling a gigantic yawn when I see her in the corridor. Oh, Rose, I'm so sleepy. Big night watching horror films, eh? Oh, how'd you know? Well, you told me it's your hobby, so... Oh, that's right. You're right, of course. Say, Yui, do you remember what you told me about trying to find someone to date before New Year's Eve? Yes, I do remember. Why do you ask? Well, I wanted to know, what exactly do you look for in someone? I like quiet and shy people, like myself, I suppose. But they have to be passionate about the same things as me. Not just horror films and scary stories, but all manner of occult subjects. And I'd really like it if they had a knack for alchemy like me. There's something romantic about the thought of slipping each other love potions and letting the night close it. Okay, she's kind of like a goth girl, like an undercover goth girl, like she's into alchemy and the occult. Okay. Ah, man, I haven't even met the last girl yet. I'm just like, I'm being pulled in different directions here. Intense. Oh, I think I overshared a bit. It's okay. I'm happy to know. Thank you. I mean, my character seems to be interested. Like, I'm just straight up asking her what type of person she's interested in. I head up to the roof to have lunch with Kaori and Yui, as usual. To my surprise, the girls are nowhere to be found. Oh, new girl incoming? Well, I guess I'm eating alone today. Whenever I'm alone, that's a sign. I take a seat in my usual spot, only to see something out of the ordinary. An unfamiliar girl standing at the edge of the rooftop. She's staring over the railing, lost in her own thoughts. The girl's tall and tanned with short... Called it! I called it. Sporty girl. Like I said, I play enough of these games. God damn it. It's like a formula. She's definitely the tomboy type. She seems like she'd be right at home playing sports and socializing with a large group of friends. I'm surprised to see someone like her is up here all alone. I half expect to see a big group of her friends come up the stairs any minute, but... She's definitely all alone up here. Somehow, she must have sensed me staring at her, because she turns to look at me. Alright, Rei Shimizu. Oh, hey, what's up? Sorry, I just saw you standing here alone and was wondering if you were okay. You were worried about me? Oh, that's super cute. I'm all good, but thanks for asking. I'm glad to hear that. I'm Rose, by the way. I haven't seen you around. Are you a first year too? Nah, I'm a third year. The name's Rei. I thought you looked a little young. You're a first year, huh? Man, I miss my days as a first year. I had so much energy. Rei flashes me a goofy smile, and I somehow instantly feel comfortable around her. I like her already because she's actually just nice to me. Apparently it doesn't take much for me. I'm just like, yay, you're showing you're showing me respect. You don't just like calling me an idiot. She has this familiar, warming presence. She's the complete opposite of Miyu, who initially felt cold and standoffish. But hold up, yo. What are you doing up here? I usually eat my lunch up here with my friends, but they didn't join me today. Bummer, that sucks. I know, let's eat together. Rei holds out the sandwich she's been gently nibbling on and offers it to me. I like her already. Instead of like Hikari who takes my food away, she's offering me food. Am I a dog? I am like a dog. You just give me basic positive energy and like attention, and then you've offered me food, and I'm like, yes, please. Try this. It's the best damn thing you'll ever taste. I look at the sandwich in disbelief. It looks pretty ordinary. Maybe it has some special recipe sauce? Go on, don't be shy. Take a bite. I lean forward hesitantly and take a cautious bite from the sandwich. It tastes just about how I expected it would. It's pretty plain, but I feel like I should at least act impressed. Yum, that's delicious. Ah, ain't it? My old ma used to make sandwiches like this for me back when I was a sick kid. Whenever I eat them now, I just get transported right back to the good old days. Ray's smile turns into an expression of curiosity when she looks at the lunch I'm holding. What do you got there? Oh, it's just instant ramen. Sweet, count me in. You got spare chopsticks? No, sorry. No problem. I'll just dig in with my fingers. Bon appetit. I talk about how, like, I'm a dog. I think she's like golden retriever, if it were a girl. Ray dips her hand right into the hot cup of instant ramen and pulls out a fistful of noodles. She slurps them down in seconds. Oh, I want ramen right now. I'm hungry. Just when I thought maybe I'd finally met someone somewhat normal, my worldview is completely shattered. Is there nobody normal at this damn academy? Well, all in all, Ray seems like a good person, even if she is a bit forward. I decide to just go with the flow and play along with Ray's lunchtime fantasies. Give me another bite of that sandwich. Roger that. She laughs like a maniac and tears off. I like this girl. Just chaotic golden retriever energy, and I'm here for it. She tears off a piece of her sandwich before throwing it at my face. I manage to catch it in my mouth, and she claps enthusiastically. Good job. Actually, she's more like boxer energy. Anyone who's met a boxer, you know what I'm talking about. I love it. Our lunchtime fun is interrupted all of a sudden by a voice from the stairwell. What do you two think you're doing up here? We turn to see who it is. Honestly, I've been looking for you everywhere. I didn't think you'd be up here. It seems like Miyu's been trying to find me. Sorry, Miyu. I had no idea you were looking for me. Miyu frowns. I wasn't talking to you. Ray, you knew you're going to go over your studies today, but instead you're out here throwing food around. Yep, boxer energy. Just like, not all that smart, but the enthusiasm is there and you gotta respect it. Ah, geez, sorry, Mimi. Whoa, you two know each other? Miyu's my bestest buddy in the whole world. Ah, okay, that's what Miyu was talking about, what she was trying to find. She said she was trying to find her weird friend. Something like that. It's the revelation I never saw coming. A plot twist so unexpected, so out of place it just destroys my entire perspective on this world. Miyu, the perfect school princess, is best friends with Ray, the happy-go-lucky tomboy? I have to pinch myself to make sure I'm not dreaming. Rose, stop pinching yourself. You'll bruise your skin. Well, Ray, there's still some time before lunch ends. Do you want to go over your notes? Sure, but I was having fun. You can have fun after you've improved your grades. I guess so. Well, I guess there's nothing else for it. See you around, Rose. Thanks for chilling with me. You know who she reminds me of? And maybe this is why I'm, like, so taken with Ray, like, immediately. Of all the girls, like, she's the one I'm just like, yes. Yes. She reminds me... I know I make a lot of references to Persona, I'm sorry. But she reminds me of Chie. Like, short hair, tomboy, super energetic, loves food. And, like, that was definitely, like, that was my girl in Persona 4. So, yeah, I think I'm probably gonna go with Ray. Just, like, off the top. I had fun. Good luck with your studies. Miyu shoots me an icy glare. Don't forget, you should be studying, too. Your first set of exams will be here before you know it. I don't want to be disappointed with your results. I hang my head in shame. Since when was Miyu able to make me feel so guilty? Like, I don't want to be in a relationship where I feel guilty and like I'm not good enough. Psh, I just want to have a relationship where it's like it's just fun and easy. Girls enter the stairwell and I'm left all alone on the rooftop. No, I can't hang out with Ray yet. Okay, so... Still can't. The park and the rooftop are not available to me. So we will go to the convenience store and try and make some money. Yo, I just remembered. The manager wanted me to ask you if you can come in every weekend until Christmas. Is that cool? You'd only have to wait until 3 a.m. each night, so it's not so bad. Oh god, please, let's not talk about Christmas. Ugh. Speaking of Christmas, like, and work, I am not looking forward. It's coming up, and it sucks too, because I'm like, December is the one time where I really wish I could fully dedicate myself to YouTube, because, like, that is when, like, you can really, I hate to say you can make some good money, but you can, but, like, there's just, like, so much fun stuff you can do around Christmas, but that's also the busiest time of work, so I'll probably have to do less, and that really bums me out. Thankfully, not until 3, so that's good. You should have seen the look on your face. I'm messing with you, dude. Like, let's not talk about Christmas, dude. At least here, like, it's only May, but, like, it's coming up sooner than I'd like to admit. Chill, you know I've got the 3 a.m. shifts. Actually, I think it's me working every weekend till Christmas. Damn, that's depressing. Oh well, I need the dough. I gotta keep at it. I mean, when you're getting paid $7 a shift, yeah, I guess you're gonna have to work a lot. Like, do these guys, like, do I just work for literally a half hour? Because that's the only way that I could see this being any way acceptable. I understand high school students make less, but still, that's like robbery. Alright, hello cutie. My, you're an absolute delight. Why, I have a daughter your age. Maybe I could introduce you to. Did you want to buy anything? Oh, heavens no. I just came in to say hello to you. There's a line of customers. If you're not shopping, I'll need you to step aside things. I like the idea because, like, I know you can play as a guy or a girl, but I just love the idea of this guy, like, having, like, a bi or lesbian daughter, and he's just like, I'm gonna go and try and set her up with this girl at the convenience store. The sad thing is that I definitely have had that happen, where, like, I have had customers who have, like, tried to set me up with, like, their son and daughter, and the most awkward one was, like, when I worked at the grocery store when, like, I was in my early 20s. I had a woman who worked with me as a cashier, and she was, like, the store mom, and I loved her, but she would try and set me up with her son who also worked at the store, despite the fact that I had a boyfriend. So that was weird. How rude. Now there's no way I'll introduce you to my daughter. Well, I can't win them all. The customer storms off. Because my expertise attributes pure. Yeah. Still not earning a lot of money. Blah, blah, blah. Alrighty. Oh, to answer your question, Strawberry Mochi. No, unfortunately, I am not a full-time YouTuber. I wish. I have a real job, like a other job, so this is like part-time. I would love to be able to do this full-time, but I definitely cannot sustain myself on the money I make. It's basically the money I make on YouTube is like extra. It's like a little bit extra, which is nice, but yeah, nowhere near enough to like make it a full-time job. That's the dream. That's the dream, though. Okay, so let's finish off this book, and then I can earn a little bit more money. Speaking of money. Yeah, I really am thinking I'm going to, I mean, unless, like, Ray might have some hidden depth to it, she seems kind of like a what you see is what you get, but I like what I see. She seems fun. Maybe she's not as, like, an in-depth character as the other girls, but, like, I don't know. Especially Miyu, it seems like it'd be almost like a chore, like I have to meet her expectations before she'll consider going out with me. And poor Hikari, I really have not been hanging out with her. I've really just, like, forgotten about her. As I'm on my way to my first class, I run into Kaori in the hallway. Hey, watch where you go. I mean, what a pleasure it is to see you this morning. Well, she's trying. Hey, Kaori, how are you going? I'm well. I've actually just been window shopping before school. Oh yeah? What do you have your eye on? Well, it's not like you'd care, but there's a really nice pair of gloves on sale. I should have enough money by next week to get them. Nice. Are you pinching pennies to save up? Pinching pennies? How dare you? I'm not some peasant. I come from a very wealthy family, I'll have you know. Cool, so that means I don't have to buy you gifts, right? Just my assets are tied up right now, you know? I'm planning to speak to my financial advisor very soon. I see. Well, I hope you can get those gloves soon, because I ain't buying them for you because I saw the price. Thank you. I can't put my finger on your financial status. Are you rich, just like me? Or were you born in the gutter? Neither? Neither? What's neither supposed to mean? Don't tell me you're middle class. Well, I guess I am. I've never really thought about it. How dreadful. Oh, I've got newfound pity for you now. Geez, thanks. You know, if you ever want to move up in the world, you've got a long way to go for middle class. I'd suggest getting a part-time job or 3. Without wealth, how do you expect to capture the heart of a pretty girl? I, for one, could never date. Okay, well, she's out of the running then. I could never date a middle class nobody. I'll keep that in mind. Make sure you do. Sorry, Kaori, you seemed kind of interesting, but, yeah, I don't think so. As I sit in class, I remember my conversation with Miyu and Ray from yesterday. I can't help but feel the pressure of Mia's expectations on my shoulders. She wants me to study hard, get good grades, and ace my exams. But the weight of her expectations is making it even harder to actually concentrate on studying. I feel like I'm just going to disappoint her no matter what. See, like, what kind of relationship is that? Nah, especially like this is high school. You know, it's like you want kind of like fun. And Rei to me is like the most fun. Yes, Hikari is like childhood friend, so she knows me very well, but I don't know, she's just not really connecting with me. Yui's fun. I like she's like big titty goth girl. But we'll see. I think the runnings for me are Yui or Rei so far. If I don't do well in my exams, will I fail at the academy? If I'm going to spend so much of my time here, I should at least put in a little effort. So from today on, I'm going to use my time more effectively. I'll study hard and make everyone proud of me. Alright, there we go. Wow, we've had a couple of things open up. So I can increase my, I guess, my practical magic, my alchemy, and my history. When I reach the school gates, I'm surprised to see no less than 5 girls waiting for me. It would seem that Rei, my newest friend, has joined my lovely harem. Yo, I can't believe you got so many girls waiting for you. Are you a little heartbreaker? What's the deal? Rose is just Rose. Rei, how did you guess that these were my friends? Mimi told me, of course. I introduced Rei to everyone this afternoon. I figured I couldn't keep her existence a secret any longer. I hope that's okay. Mimi, why you gotta talk like you're ashamed of me? I'm not ashamed of you, Rei. I just wish you'd work harder. Blech. My, our group certainly has gotten lively. I never expected to make so many friends at the academy. I hardly made any friends my first year here, and yet you all met each other so quickly. Well, that's what happens when you're not a total B, Kaori. Don't worry, Kaori, you're part of the group now. It doesn't matter that if you're a second year, we still love you. Thanks, Hikari. I'm glad to have so many friends now, even if some of them are complete Nope, don't say it. Ha. Well, anyways, Rose, you gotta choose one of us. Huh? What are you talking about? You know, it's pretty damn clear that Rose just wants us for our bodies, but you gotta pick. You can't have all of us. I freeze in fear. This is a trap. This is a trap. This is a trap. This is a trap. Don't answer the question. Don't answer the question. Don't answer the... I like being friends with all of you. Rei shuffles around before bursting into a fit of laughter. Yo, I totally had you going. You should have seen the look on your face. The rest of the girls visibly relax. I can tell they weren't in on the joke. Relieved that Rei wasn't serious, I feel like I can let my guard down. But seriously, I play hard to get, okay? Don't think I'm easy. If you want to get with me, you better treat me right. I didn't say you were easy, Rei. I just said that you seem like you're not going to put a lot of expectations on me, which is nice. The rest of the girls giggle along with her. It definitely seems like Rei's the life of the party. I thought maybe my days could be peaceful, but as long as these girls are around, I don't think I'm going to get any rest. Oh well, I'm pretty sure this is what I always wanted anyway. 5 lovely ladies that all seem to tolerate me at the very least. Picking one will be a tough choice, but I vowed to have a girlfriend by New Year's Eve. That is my goal, and I'm sticking to it. If I focus on just one of these girls, I could probably woo her and try to win her heart. Let the challenge begin. Alright, so now I can hang out with Rei. But now it's going to be tougher because I have so many other places I can go to. Okay, so Rei, unavailable. Alright, so let's try. Okay, so the park is... Okay, the field is, I think... What is that? Is that practical? That's definitely alchemy. The park is... I'm assuming that that's practical because that's where we have our lessons for practical magic is in the field. Park is the history? Either way, I definitely want to, like, learn... A, I want to learn how to make the love potions. And B, Yui is interested in alchemy, and she's one of my 2 picks, so I feel like I do want to get my alchemy up. Plus, this dude's just interesting, and I want to talk to him a little bit more. My favorite guinea pig has arrived. Scurry on into the cauldron, please and thank you. I'm kidding, of course. I don't use human experiments anymore. In all honesty, it's good to see a young student with a passion for alchemy. It's rather rare these days. And once again, another Persona reference. I apologize, but he reminds me of the doctor from Persona 5. What was her name? Takami? I think it started with a T. But just the whole thing about the guinea pig and, like, human experiments. When I was but a lad, I spent more time with my mortar and pestle than I'd like to admit. But I'd say that time paid off since I landed such a cushy, challenging job at the academy. Okay, so there we go. So magic is the practice field. Expertise is the debate club. Perception. Okay, perception is the park. Right. Not history. So alchemy, lab, magic, expertise is the debate club and park. Okay. Study on a rainy day to increase the boost to your attribute. Okay. I take out my alchemy books and begin to study. The content in the book is very difficult to wrap my head around. Alright, so there we go. Ah, shoot. I should have, well, I mean, I probably wouldn't have been able to do it anyway, but I should have returned my book. I probably wouldn't have been able to do that plus studying. So, what's the schedule like here? So I can go to the forest now. So, yeah, let's... Oh, no, not the forest, sorry. That's the park, not the forest. That's different. Let's try... Let's practice our perception. Meditate. I close my eyes and try to focus on the sounds and sensations of the world around me. Time goes by slowly. Alright. My head is foggy when I wake up this morning. I have to use all my energy to force myself to get out of bed. My limbs are heavy and I feel like I'm going to vomit. What the hell is going on with me? Did I catch a cold overnight? I managed to stumble into the kitchen. I try to prepare something for breakfast, but I don't think I can stomach food right now. Maybe I should skip school for the day. I feel absolutely dreadful. But more than that, I have a sinking feeling in the pit of my stomach. An otherworldly sensation that I've never felt before. Ooh, dark stuff happening right now? Oh, somehow I can sense something terrible is going to happen today. Ooh, what? I don't know why, but my body is warning me of danger, like some sort of premonition. I'm assuming this was going to happen regardless, but I love the idea, like, if I did my perception and then the next day I'm just like, immediately I'm like, my perception is at max level. I can sense things. I'm not a superstitious person. I don't believe in having a sixth sense or in seeing signs from above. But this feels real. This feels serious. I've never experienced anything like it. An anxious gnawing deep inside of me. Something truly is going to go down today. I need to get to the academy. If I stay home, I would just be worried sick anyway. I gather up all my belongings and head out the door. I'm so excited. But then we got the happy music. In the corridor, I'm greeted by none other than my new friend Ray. Heyo, what's happening? Oh, you don't look so hot. Are you feeling okay? I'll be fine. Ray, has anything happened this morning? No, I don't think so. I was chatting to Mimi just before. Aside from that, I can't say anything fun's going on. Have you seen the other girls? Kaori, Yui, or Kaori? Oh my gosh, will they actually start dying? It seems too early for that to happen if that's true. Nah, sorry. We were here pretty early though. Yeah, true. Judging by Ray's attitude, nothing bad's happened at the school. Maybe I got all worked up over nothing? But how else do you explain the feeling I had? By the way, I know I teased you yesterday about having to pick one of us girls to date, but I wasn't really serious, okay? I don't know if the other girls are even interested in you, so... Look, if you ever wanted to take me out on a date, I probs wouldn't say no, you know? Ray blushes just a little. It's strange seeing her become bashful all of a sudden. Anyway, if you're ever interested, treat me to a hot lunch or something. I'm a pretty simple girl. Food and honesty is all I care about. Got it. Thanks, Ray. Don't mention it. I'll be waiting for you. Aw, she's so cute. I love that she just, like, she's so confident but bashful at the same time. She just straight up was just like, if you asked me out, I wouldn't say no, and also here's what I like. Ray wanders away, and I lean against the wall to catch my breath. Any other day, I wouldn't believe a cute girl's practically just given me permission to ask her out. But unfortunately, I have to get to 10% before I can actually do that, even though she's literally said she'll go on a date with me. Because arbitrary rules. But today, I just don't feel all there. The gnawing sensation in my stomach remains, and it's not fading away. While I try to calm myself, I look out the window and notice something unusual outside. Here we go. Here we go. The sky's looking a little darker, and heavy clouds are hanging overhead. Normally, I wouldn't think anything of it, but since the skies were clear just minutes ago, it feels a little strange. I feel a tap on my shoulder and nearly jump out of my skin. I mean, we are magical girls. Maybe some evil force is going to come down and we have to, like, use our powers to save the world. Sorry, Rose, I didn't mean to scare you. Oh, Hikari, geez, you startled me. Sorry. Hikari follows my gaze and looks outside. Is it going to rain? I'm not sure. Forecast this morning said clear skies all day. It looks like Kaori's here now, too. I nodded her and turned my attention to the window once more. Have either of you seen Yui this morning? Yeah, I saw her earlier. She said she was going to the lab early to practice her alchemy. Why do you ask? No reason. Without warning, the entire academy starts to shake violently. Eek! What's happening? The girls are thrown from their feet and hit the ground. I managed to keep my balance, but I'm still slammed into the wall with some force. Ow! Shaking continues, but it's not as bad as the first tremor. I reach out a hand to Hikari and help her off the ground. We both help Kaori up, just before a stampede of panicked students rush through the hall. We need to get outside. Come on, let's go. I'm just like so excited. Stuff's happening now. Dazed and bewildered, I managed to follow the girls outside the court into the courtyard. There you are. We spot Ray on the other side of the courtyard. She rushes over to us. She's accompanied by Miyu, who looks as calm and composed as ever. Crazy morning, right? What the hell's going on? I'd guess it's an earthquake, but it seemed very strange. Thank goodness we're all safe. We're not all here, though. Yui must still be inside the academy. No, one of my girls! Nothing better have happened to her. I'm sure she'll be okay. It doesn't look like anything inside the building's been damaged. A tremor as large as the first rocks the ground, and we're all tossed about violently. Students are screaming behind us. I swing around to look and see one girl lying on the ground, badly injured. Her leg seems to be snapped in half, and her knees bent in the wrong direction. I wince at the sight. A teacher I've never seen before runs to the girl's aid and tells everyone to stay calm. Rose. What? Look up. Okay. Interesting. I follow Hikari's instructions and look into the sky. The clouds have darkened even more, and an ominous glow is starting to appear. We're not dealing with an earthquake here, are we? The other girls follow my gaze and gasp. The outline of some arcane symbol is being sketched into the sky. Violent beams of light illuminate the clouds, tracing out a rune of esoteric origin. Miyu's jaw drops. Her normally composed attitude falls away. She whispers a warning. It's a summoning sigil. A summoning sigil? I don't know what that is, but judging by the horror etched onto Miyu's face, it's not good. Oh no. Okay, are we gonna have to fight a monster right now? The earth trembles once more, this time accompanied by a thundering roar loud enough to split the heavens asunder. The sigil in the sky is fully formed, and it crackles with electrified energy. And then, in a single split second that will be forever burned in my memory, it appears. Okay. An unholy beast drops from above, ripping the fabric of the sky to shreds as it completes its violent birthing ritual. I haven't done any practical magic yet. I'm screwed. Maybe I can freeze time and we can defeat this thing. It hits the ground with a tremendous impact and lets out a furious snarl like a bloodthirsty lion. The thing, whatever it is, towers above all of us. Its rippling muscle-bound biflex with muscle-bound bifleps. Water time. Hold on. Muscle-bound biceps. Flex. Holy cow, say that 10 times fast. With raw strength, the horns atop its skull glimmer with a shadowy sheen, ready to puncture anything in its way. My attention is only torn away from the incredible monster by the dull sound of Hikari hitting the ground next to me. Poor girl's passed out from fear. I want to help her, to bring her to her feet, but my body won't move. I feel paralyzed, like I can do nothing to run from the scene unfolding before me. Amidst the screams of the students, I hear a familiar voice call out. Oh, Satomi, students, everyone, do not engage the monster. Leave this area at once. No kidding, who in their right mind would try and fight this freaking thing? Guys, we gotta bolt, let's go. Ray, go, take them with you. Oh yeah, well, I mean, she's like the top girl, right? She might know how to stop this thing. Mimi? Wait, don't tell me you're planning on trying to roast it, are you? Just go. I ain't leaving you, I can fight too. The beast isn't going to wait for us to finish arguing amongst ourselves. It roars with fury and starts thrashing wildly, tearing the tree from the ground before launching it into the side of the academy. A sturdy brick wall crumbles underneath the weight of the great oak, and the beast pounds upon its chest in triumph. There's no time for this. If we're gonna act, we act now. Oh my gosh, are we gonna get a magical girl transformation? What? It'll be good to put my magic into practice for once. It's funny, like, we're in a magic academy, but I haven't actually seen any of them do magic yet. In order to defend this academy, I will vanquish any demon that sets foot here. Prepare to face an inferno of power. Blazing Rose Transformation. Hey, that's me. I should have the Rose Transformation. That's my name. Okay, that's nice. A torrent of magical energy enshrouds Miyu and whips up a storm of sparks around her. When she emerges from the arcane vortex, she looks nothing like she did before. She's dressed in a fiery red gown decorated with roses, and her hair has adopted a crimson shade. Just like in anime and manga, it seems magical girls prepare for combat by transforming into a more powerful form. I simply can't believe that this calm, stoic Miyu standing before us, or Miyu. There, now it's time to put years of training to the test. I'd advise you all to stand back. Things are about to heat up. Miyu bravely dashes forward to confront the monster. Rei cheers her on, and Kaori just watches in silence. Hikari has returned to her feet, perhaps strengthened by Miyu's resolve. Come on, I better see all of them transform. The monster roars in challenge at Miyu as she stares it down. You will not terrorize this place. Prepare for incineration. A whirlwind of blistering hot fire encircles Miyu like a cobra coiling around its prey. She seems to have complete control of the blaze, and she guides it with her hands, shaping it to its will. Return to ash. The serpent of flames erupts forth and pierces the foul beast right between the eyes. The beast bellows in agony as the fire singes its otherworldly flesh. The scent of burned skin permeates in the air and makes me feel ill. Ah, yeah, you go, girl. I can't say I share Rei's enthusiasm. It would seem the battle is far from over. The other girls better jump in too, come on. Although the monster took a terrible blow, it doesn't seem to be too fazed by the scorch mark in the middle of its face. I guess it's gonna take more than one blast to bring you down. Without warning, the beast lets loose a swiping strike with its fist. Miyu manages to dive to the side. She narrowly avoids the obsidian claws raking her across the chest. She hits the ground and rolls, quickly returning to her feet like a skilled acrobat. Somebody needs to help her out. She can't take this thing on her own. Why don't you do something for once? Don't tell me you're all talk. I don't know even a single spell. I've been at the academy for just a couple of weeks. Rei, you're a third year too, right? Surely you can transform like Miyu. Well, of course I can. I can't control my magic as well as Mimi can. She's always lecturing me about needing to practice more. The way I am now, if I go out there, I'll just get in her way and put her in danger. Ugh, Hikari, what about you? Rose, you know I can't transform. I'm in the same boat as you. Besides, I don't think I have the type of magic that can defeat a monster. What do you mean? I can only heal, remember? Oh, right. I look back at the fight and see Miyu summoning flames once more. Let's try this again. In reaction to this, the monster slams its fist on the ground, knocking Miyu off balance with the force of the tremors. Damn it! With her concentration shattered, the flames surrounding her instantly dissipate. In that moment, Miyu looks over at us. The confidence and bravery she displayed just moments ago have vanished, replaced only by fear. What about the teachers? The teachers should be, like, proficient in magic. Can't they come in? Defend the students? Her eyes are begging, pleading for assistance. We have to help her. Without thinking, I charge forward. Rose, no! Idiot! What can you do? I don't know what's going through my mind. Maybe, just maybe I can freeze the monster, like I did that one time with a glass of water. But I don't know how to do it. I don't know what actions to perform or words to say. I come to a sudden stop just feet away from the monster. I feel its warm breath on my skin and a trickle of sweat drips down my neck. I think I've made a terrible mistake. Get out of the way! Move! The monster's claw comes down and a heavy weight slams into me, sending me flying. Oh shit. Did she get hurt? I hit the ground with a violent impact and the air is knocked out of my lungs. Sprawled out on the pavement, I struggle to take a breath. As I splutter and cough, a shadow falls across my face. You'll be alright. Luckily, I can sprint. Thank the heavens. It was Rei that knocked me down, not the monster. Oh no, what about Miyu? I scrambled to my feet with Rei's assistance and turned back to the fight. Miyu's still standing and she's trying to charge her fiery spell again. Can anyone buy me some time? As much as Miyu pleads, I can't see what any of us can do without completely sacrificing ourselves. I look down at my hands, my useless, unskilled hands. I can't do a thing to help her. I turn to Hikari, who's kneeling with tears in her eyes. I then look to Rei standing beside me, nervously biting her fingernails. I wonder where the hell Yui is in all this chaos. She never showed up, but I suppose if she's indoors, she's probably safe. I wonder if Yui's the one who summoned this thing in the first place. I then look over to Kaori, who's gone. She's not standing where she was a minute ago. Where did she disappear to? Just a little longer. Miyu's flames are coiling around her, gaining power, but the beast is bearing down on her, gnashing its teeth together and preparing to launch a frenzied attack. Miyu grits her teeth. I can see sweat on her brow, and I faintly hear her curse under her breath. Please, anyone, buy me just one more minute. Oh, fine. That voice, that irritated, impatient voice. Yes, we get to see another transformation. Kaori standing behind the giant monster. She has her arms crossed and an annoyed expression on her face. Look at me, you big lug. Her taunt causes the monster to briefly turn around. It examines her up and down, decides she's not a threat, and then turns back to Miyu. How rude. I'll show you your place. You're nothing but scum. Miyu, I'll buy you the time you need, but you'd better not let me down. She's probably gonna have a very girly, like, I see her in light pink. Now, how does this go again? It's right. Focus energy. Imagine power flowing through me. I can feel it. Alright. Time to teach this big-horned freak not to mess with me. Nico, transformation. She's gonna be a kitty cat. Yay! Oh my gosh, she is! I was right about the pink. A blizzard of sparkling lights surround Kaori. When she steps forth from the hurricane of glitter, she seems like a completely different person. Oh my gosh, that outfit is like... Oh my gosh, there was like an anime that was like in the early 2000s. They showed on like Fox with like, you know, like Shaman King and like those types of things. It was like Nico, Mew, or something. It was like a girl and she had like almost that exact same outfit with like the cat ears and everything, and I can't remember what the name of the anime is. She's now wearing a cute pink little number, black cat ears, and a tail sprouted, and I can't tell if they're really attached to her or just a part of her new outfit. Gold bangles adorn her wrists, and a bell hangs around her neck. I have to say, compared to Miyu's transformation, I'm not instantly struck with awe. Right, here we go. Kaori springs forward a couple of steps, then launches herself in the air at breakneck speed. Just like a cat, she's become nimble and graceful. She becomes a blur in the air as she hurtles towards the monster. Whoa, she's fast. Unreal. Even Kaori can transform? Well, she's second year. I guess she's already learned how to control her powers. Kaori rockets downward, leaving behind a sparkling contrail of enchanted glitter. Take this. Kaori slams into the side of the beast's head, clawing at its face with her hands. The beast cries out in anguish and frantically tries to swat her away. But before it can even land a hit, Kaori's used its horns to spring back up in the air and prepare for a second drop. Way to go, Kaori! Yes, thank you, Kaori. Now, just a few more seconds. Thank you, yes, Tokyo Mew Mew, that was it. Oh, it was driving me nuts, thank you. Kaori flips in midair, turning her skyward jump into a head-first dive. Eat this, you freak. She plummets towards the monster again, and narrowly avoids counterattack from the beast's claws. She extends a fist forward and connects a solid punch with the monster's jaw. Gotcha! Okay, I'm ready, Kaori, get back. Roger that. Oh, are we only gonna get to see 2 transformations? Kaori bounds off the ground without hesitation. She gets herself to safety in the air just as Miyu unlaunches a barrage of scorching flames. The fire sprays forward and engulfs the beast's entire body. I have to shield my eyes from the blazing inferno in front of me. I feel like I'm going to melt, and I'm only standing on the sidelines. I can't imagine the excruciating pain that monster must be in right now. When the heat from the flames dies down, I take a cautious look at the scene in front of me. The beast has been reduced to a pile of smoldering cinders. Black smoke is thick in the air, and Miyu's hunched over, panting with exhaustion. Kaori's walking away from the destruction. As she moves, her magical outfit begins to fizzle and disappear. It's replaced by her regular school uniform within a matter of seconds. Cool girls don't look at explosions, she just walks away. It's over. They actually killed the thing. Huh. I was hoping Ray was going to jump in too, considering she's a third year, but I guess not. I slump on the ground and try to take a deep breath. All the anxiety and horror has left me feeling drained and lightheaded. I try to ask Hikari for comfort, but my words won't come out. She doesn't notice me trying to get her attention, and she rushes over to Miyu to check up on her. I fall back a little and let my head rest on the pavement. My vision's blurring, and I'm starting to have trouble remembering what just went down. Something about a monster attacking the school. My ears are ringing, my throat's dry. Just before my vision disappears completely, I see the shape of someone's face leaning down over me. Hikari? No, someone less familiar. Oh, Rose, you look very faint. Are you okay? Satomi? Miss Otsuka? I think it's her. Good. If I pass out, at least the teacher can look after me. I'll just sleep for a while. And then just like back, like nothing happens. I awaken to an unfamiliar room. The dazzling white lights above make it hard to open my eyes. I try to sit up, but my body's too heavy. I feel sluggish and dull, like I've been in a coma. Oh, try not to move. That voice again. It's definitely Miss Otsuka. Is Rose awake? And there's the comforting, familiar sound of Hikari. Satomi and Hikari stand over me. Satomi puts a delicate hand to my forehead. You're still a bit warm, but I think you'll be okay. What happened? Where am I? You're in the Academy's first aid wing. We had to move you here after the battle. The battle? Don't worry, everybody's okay. There were very few injuries, nothing that can't be treated with a bit of magic. I want to know what Yui was doing all this time. I think she summoned that thing. Oh, good. Miu was so brave. She fought that monster so courageously. And even Kaori helped her out. I didn't think she had it in her. Your friends fought splendidly. However, I wish they would have left the battle to us teachers. We're more than capable of handling such a low-level demon. But you didn't, though. Where were you in all that? No teacher to be seen. That was a low-level demon? In a way, but there's no need to concern yourself with that right now. You need to focus on getting better. I think the stress of the situation wore you down. It's not uncommon for the human body to go into shock after such an occasion. You'll be fine as long as you get some bed rest. But Miss Otsuka, why did that monster attack the school? That I don't know. I'll be investigating the reason over the coming days. Regardless, the school's been secured. We have extra teachers on duty to make sure an attack like that doesn't happen again. For now, I need to see the other students. Hikari, will you stay with Rose? Of course, that's no problem. Thank you. Well then, give me a call if you need anything. Feel better soon. Satomi leaves the room and Hikari comes to my side and holds my hand. I was worried about you. I'll be okay, though I still feel pretty rubbish. Don't worry, I'll look after you. Just like how I used to look after you when you got sick as a kid. Some things never change. Hikari gives me a warm smile. I'm sorry I've been ignoring you so much, Hikari. Hikari, whatever happened to Yui? Where was she during the whole ordeal? She showed up after the monster went down. She said she heard the fighting outside, but was too scared to leave the alchemy lab. I see. I thought for sure when the tremors started, she would have tried to get outside. Me too. I'm not really sure what she was thinking. But something Miu said's kind of bothering me. What's that? Miu called the giant glyph in the sky a summoning sigil. Yeah, so? Well, that means the monster was summoned. It was called to the school by a person. I think that they're implying that it might be Yui, but I think that might be a red herring, because I mean, I'm thinking that too. I'm blaming on that Madeline girl, or whatever her name is, the other third year. I'm gonna blame every bad thing that happens on her. Oh, I get it. You're saying it wasn't a random attack. Someone intended to attack the school using a monster. What if it was the teacher summoning it just to, like, test out the students to see which ones are, like, capable? It's like a really intense exam. But who would do such a thing? I don't know, but Yui was the only one who didn't exit the school. We didn't see her before or after the monster was summoned. What are you saying? I don't suspect Yui. I don't. It's just... someone had to bring the monster here. That's all I'm saying. Hikari, Yui's a first student like us. Or first year student like us. None of us have the power to bring a damn demon forth from the sky. Yeah, you're right. I was being silly. There's absolutely no reason to suspect Yui. Yeah. The more I think about the battle, the foggier my head seems to get. I feel like I'm ready to pass out again. I don't know why Hikari's trying to pin the monster attack on Yui. That just doesn't make any sense. Yui's our friend, and she couldn't possibly have the power to do such a thing. My head's spinning. The bright white lights above are giving me a headache. Rose, are you okay? My eyes close against my will, and I start to drift off. Oh, patient is stabilizing. What's this? Hello? What are you? Okay. The sound of birds chirping wake me from my deep slumber. I expect to see the harsh white lights on the ceiling, but they're not there. Instead, I'm greeted by the familiar sight of the ceiling in my own bedroom. Somehow, I'm back home. I turn my head to see my phone resting on my bedside table. I grab it and look at the time. 10:34 a.m. I guess I slept in a bit. I had the weirdest dream. I furrow my brows. I notice something unusual. I calendar on my phone says it's Tuesday. That can't be right. Wait, did I sleep for several days in a row? A stabbing pain pierces my head, and I suddenly remember everything that happened. The battle, the heroic exploits of Miyu and Kaori, collapsing on the ground. I remember waking up to Satomi in a bright white room and then falling unconscious once more. And now I'm somehow back home in my own bed, and for some reason it's Tuesday. I swing my legs out of bed and stifle a yawn. How strange. I feel completely fine, normal even. I suppose a few days of rest was really what I needed. However, I can't help but feel I wasted an entire weekend and more. Well, not much I can do. At least I'm feeling okay now. I grab my phone again. I notice I got a bunch of unread messages. I guess people missed me while I was asleep. Let me know when you wake up, KK. I'm worried about you. Hey, keep your energy up. Eat lots of protein. You'll be feeling better in no time. I just love how I didn't even do anything. Like, the girls who actually fought in the battle are totally fine, and I'm the one who, I'm like, a little suspicious. I don't know. I feel like there's more to it than just me being, like, I don't know, having a fear response and passing out for several days. We're all hoping you get better soon. I was going to call you an idiot for passing out in battle. You didn't even fight. But Hikari told me to be nice, so I'll be nice. The final message here is from Yui. Rose, I'm sorry I missed everything that happened. If I'd been there, maybe I could have comforted you. I can't even imagine what you went through. I hope to see you back at school when you're feeling better. The message from Yui was really nice. I can't believe Hikari could ever suspect her of summoning a monster. I decided to reply to everyone. Oh, sorry. I decided to reply to everyone a bit later. I think the first thing I need to do is hit the shower and freshen up. Ray's idea of getting some protein to eat isn't half bad. I'm dreadfully hungry. I'll spend today pulling myself together and see if I can tackle going back to school tomorrow. Alright guys, so kind of a random place here to leave off, but I'm gonna go ahead and save it here. We'll do a new slot there. So, I mean, it wasn't, I was thinking it was gonna be, I don't know, there was gonna be like some killing and stuff, because like dark stuff, but I guess we're gonna wait a little bit longer, but we have officially met all the girls now, which is great. I've made my intentions that it would probably be either Yui or Ray. Those are my two girls, I think. We actually got to see some magical girl action in the magical girl dating sim, so that's nice. We got to see some transformations, but I'm looking forward to seeing more of them. And also looking to see what is this dark stuff that's going to be, you know, like, that's been warned about at the beginning of this game. But yeah, we're getting more into it. More things are opening up to us, which is great, but still a lot more places. And I'm looking forward to it, like, getting everything, and then I can, like, really start diving into the, like, nitty-gritty of this game. But, of course, I'm enjoying it so far, so thank you guys so much for joining me on this live stream of How to Date a Magical Girl. I definitely plan on playing some more sometime next week, so keep an eye out. If you don't have my notifications turned on for my channel, please turn those on. That way you guys will know when my next live stream is happening. But I'm going to wrap it up. I'm going to have some dinner myself. And I hope you guys have a great weekend, and I hope to see you next week for the next live stream of this. Until then, have a good night.